Hello everyone, this is my second attempt at the first video. Whenever I did my first recording, it kind of messed up halfway through where I had lost the footage, but you got to hear the voice, so it's like, well, I'm going to redo that and then just kind of go through what I did on the first one, because I didn't really get to do a whole lot. I did show quests. I started doing some of them, but it's basically your basic ones, where it shows your events. Did get lucky with a couple of bees dropping like storage points, like the crystal chest that you saw. Did simple progression. I will show like how you progress with the world engine. I will go to the world engine as well to take and show it, and show how did get villagers. And I mean, it's not a whole lot that was missed. It was just a lot of digging, me rambling, and showing like simple parts. Like, this is how I originally got the zombie villager. Whenever I break this, it will allow hostile mobs. It does have a redstone clock underneath it to speed it up, so if I get rid of that, it should take, there we go. Standard zombie. Instead of making a standard sword, I made a katana. Basically exact same materials, except for you just craft it sideways. I don't know, I like how the katana is better than I do the others, so I was like, I'll go a little different. But the reason I set this up this way, no mobs can spawn around, and this part over here is bright enough that there's the only place that mobs can spawn in this room is on this block. The block has 3 high. That way, if it spawns Enderman, I can farm Enderman for Ender pearls. That was actually a pretty good drop there. But I'll have like random drops from the bee. I can show how I got the villager token. It's not real hard. I did have to craft this, which again wasn't too hard. And I just did. But I am sorry about the original video goofing. I did not expect that to happen. Hopefully this one doesn't do it. I'm going to try to record a shorter video. I think that was part of the issue. But I do plan on doing a full playthrough and recording. But all you do with this is you bring him out, and you do get this interlude as a quest reward. And there's the villager. You shift, and there he is. Oh yeah, the other thing I did do was I started growing potatoes over here, just because it was a lot easier. But I'm going to go through the whole part of where you would start and how you get to this point. I'm just going to kind of speed run the steps that I did, because most of it's your basic progression, so it's not too awful bad. And the reason I started recording on here is, one, I've been wanting to start into a Minecraft series. I've never fully finished one. and it has been many years since I've uploaded any Minecraft video. So I'm like, okay, that'd be fun to do. I just need to find a pack and stuff like that to do it with. And then a friend of mine reached out to me. He was like, well, I've got a server, and if you would like, you can play. So, me being a little hesitant with this because of where every time that I would try playing on a server, I never got to really finish what I was doing on it. And because of real life and other external parts. So he had told me, as long as if I take and I am playing, he'll try to keep the server up for me. There's not a whole lot that plays. I mean, at the moment I think we can have 20 people. Right now I'm the only one on because time zone difference. But I will give a link to his Discord and all the credential stuff for this server. Because he was nice enough, he had made it was a nice page for it that tells all this info and everything. So whenever I upload this, I will be linking that in the description. But to go through all the step things, you first spawn in here, and your first objective is to talk to the Echo, and he'll take and he gives you different quests, and as you progress you'll meet more Echoes. I have played this pack, I just never completed this pack. So I'm going to try to show little steps and maybe some speed progression things that you may not have thought of. But if have and stuff, hopefully I can make it entertaining. But one of the coolest features that this pack has is voiceover. So it does help you with your storyline. And as you progress, you'll get a bunch of really nice items. You can actually get stuff from the shop with the tokens that you get, or the currency part. And some of these is really nice. I'm going to wait until later, until I unlock most of the stuff before I attempt it. But that is technically our first. The only thing I didn't do was the villager part, because they have their place, but I'm not a big fan of using that personally. But I will be using it later for decorative blocks whenever I go to fix up the base and stuff in later stages of the game. And I'm going to take and do all my videos without any type of editing, so you'll get to see some episodes a little bit more exciting than others, but I'm going to try to take and make it where it's not boring. I'm going to probably run around like a chicken with its head cut off in some of them. But we're jumping into the main part here, and this is going to be a really fun thing for this, because I could show most of the stuff that you didn't get to see from the first video that I couldn't really upload. first part is, while you're at spawn, you have creative flight. So, that's a nice little thing that they did. And right now, what I'm going to be doing is finding these little caves. Because as you progress with quest, you're going to have to find different ones. And there's a bunch of them. But let me see if I can find one that's not open, because that was 3 that, okay, there's all 3 of the ones that are opened. No, that one's not open. They'll have them blocked off until you get to that progression, which is a good thing. It makes it where you can feel complete whenever you do stuff, and you can actually see your progression, not just be like, okay, I'm getting this and that. You actually get pretty decent parts from it. So I found this is the create one, I want to say, because I mean create tool. So yeah, that's going to be just straight create through him, which you will need to do. I like how it gives you multiple options. Now you don't have to go straight through one part, but it does make it a little bit more fun knowing that it kind of points you in the direction that you need to a little bit more. And we'll do all the stage things after we get all of them unlocked, because my goal is to take him to. Oops, sorry about that. Did not expect my phone to go off. Usually nobody talks to me at this timing, so yeah, that was kind of interesting. But in order to get the parts for the quest, all you gotta do is talk to them, and you can get a lot of really good items. Right. Some of them maybe not as much right now. Okay, that's getting annoying. That keeps doing that. I love spam colors. That doesn't take the hit. Usually, again, nobody will message or call and stuff like that at this timing. But when I'm trying to do something, it's golden opportunity, it seems like, with it. But we did which one do we need to find now? Okay, we got oh, but that's gonna be fun. That's not a bad one, but that's a challenging dungeon early game. Yeah, we gotta get the quartermaster. Let's see, where's the quarter? I'm glad that they're all in the same area for it, but there's a bunch of these. Good one to have early on, because stories, even though they're kind of easy to make, it's still some items you can only get through the shop. So let's see. I think these are kind of easy. They should be still. Yeah, they're all easy. So, at least for the most part, they're easy. So they didn't change that, and they didn't yank those behind the port. And you get all types of nice rewards from this. Okay, drop that. That'd come in handy potentially later. But whenever you go to the world engine, let me find it. they'll give you a rare reward where it has like those golden ones. You could actually get some really, really good gear from this. It's rare because you can see the percents of its drop. But if you look up, you can get Project E gear, like gem armor, and it's just so nice to get early game if it'll drop. But if not, you take and you have all different types of progressive items and stuff. But the way that you would go through this to start, you'd start at the bottom. After you talk to the Echo, it'll give you, for lack of a better term, you'll get out of body experience where it'll walk you through, and then your body will teleport right in front of this portal, and then you just walk into it, and it would give you a choice of a bunch of different starter bases area, and you go from there with it. You pick which one. I went with the standard part. I raised the roof, and I dug a hole straight to the spring. I'll get the name here in a minute. So that's pretty much all I did, except for doing like showing the simple progressions where you made a hammer, gave a little bit of stuff. The chrono generator part, that it's for Tempad, and I do have that on me. It takes and it'll give you all the stuff, and whenever you turn it in, it'll give you a dupe of it. That way you can take and you can use it. That way you can do like this and go to each part and give you a little portal to walk through, and yeah. Here's the world engine. Hey, weird glitch there. But I do like how they made this look, and as you progress with this, it will fill in this whole area with random blocks. So it's really nice with that, and it has its own mechanic of crafting, where you have heat, heat wound, you have power, you have different fluids for different types of crafting, you even use source. It has a part that goes underneath it. What is it? Let's see if I can get to it. Oh yeah, you do get creative light here as well. Yeah, there's a part where you can put create stress and all types of stuff for this, and you can automate this, but that we're far from that right at the moment. But the other things I talked about in the first video was like goals I'm going to try to set for each episode, but where this one's kind of a I guess you could call it a first episode 2.0. I'm basically just gonna try to sum up the basics I did before and then make a simple goal for this one, because inevitably I'm going to try to line up my base with chunk loads. So if you do F3G, you can see where chunks are by this line, and the blue line's the center of it, so that's almost dead center. of 4 chunks. So I'm going to try to line the base up for a chunk. Oh, it's found me a cat. That's part of the random event things. This thing here. You get all types of them. You'll get from creepers to cats, dogs, all types of fun stuff. I'm kind of glad that it showed that one, because the last one that I got to see was the goat one, which is hilarious, because if you know the screaming goat meme, it does that and it charges you. It'll scream at you and stuff, so it's kind of funny. But it gives you all types of really good items. But I think for this video, where I'm going to try making it kind of short, is I'm going to see what would be a good progressive thing to try getting to. I mean, I could work on power, or yeah, probably power one for that, because you don't have a vault, which is equivalent to a dungeon on here, and that would take a little bit longer than I'm going to have time to record, so yeah. I'll probably do that, or I could work on balancing one corner of this into the chunk. Like actually line this up, clear this out to be a perfect chunk opening, and work on storage. I could do that as well, because inevitably that's going to be a huge thing. Oh yeah, another thing that I showed was whenever I first got here, I claimed the land part for where my base is, and then I took and I chunk loaded. Now, it says that it was 4 days, 21 hours ago. That is whenever I did my first recording, and I got frustrated over the part of after I had finished a 2-hour recording, I couldn't even use the footage. So yeah, this is exactly where I left off from it. So I think I may actually try to clear a chunk out. I may actually clear right here. Possibly, I don't know yet. Because I need to make a room for storage. So yeah, that would probably be the better option to do. So what I'm going to do is, I am lucky enough I remember to chunk load everything. I'm going to put everything I got into the other chest, because I did get lucky with that, just like my random rare drop was a Project E item. Now, I'm not planning to use it anytime immediately soon, but it will be something that will get used. And I'm just going to throw all this over here. I will keep this egg over to the side, because one of the things I want to get into is chickens. The faster I get into chickens, the better off I'll be with resources. And I also got a symbol from a Ortec. That was another random reward thing I got. And you get that from random quests, or random rewards from quests that you do. And yeah, sometimes you can get really lucky. There's been times I've got nothing but like apples or something like that. I will be doing one more thing before I forget. There is 4 buckets of water in that. I don't need all 4 for the immediate task that I'm doing, but I'm gonna go right over here to this corner. And we're gonna go ahead and make it where I don't need to use this anymore. Is infinite waters. And this will work until I can get the oh god, what was that thing called? Pitcher plant, I think. Yeah, this pitcher plant from irregular implements. That is infinite water. It works like a source block of water, and it's infinite. So if you walk up and get one of those, that's always a handy thing to keep in mind with it. But let's see, it goes from here. I'm hoping I have enough torches for this. So I'm gonna put a torch there, and we're going to take and do F7. That way that wasn't what I wanted to have happen, but okay. Okay, they didn't change very quick. I have been playing so many different packs that they change how a lot of the stuff is. So yeah, if you double check before I goof up with it. Look, I made a pickaxe. You're Minecraft. Okay. Blue line should be. Okay, that's each quarter to it. I need to find a dark blue. And also, if you need to figure out exactly where it's at, you can kind of go with that. So I'm assuming right here, kind of, well, was popping up was it? There it is. You can kind of see that dark blue. That's it. So now I do that again. And this will probably be what I do for this episode, is getting a room situated and start fixing storage. And I may go ahead and start power I should say. I can't say power yet because we ain't that far into it, but that's one of my favorite power sources in these packs. And I think that's the same dark color. Yeah, that's a dark blue, so that's a dark blue. We're going good here. And it won't take long to get this all cleared out. Because I got the stone hammer, which it does a 3x3. That's why I'm just trying to get the outline done right now. Blue. But fun little way to know your chunk setting is like that. And usually it will make a yellow line as well going across. So this should take me back into the starter area. And I plan on doing this to the whole area, not just here. I have a form of OCD, and I like centerings and symmetry. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of this being tinkered with and fixed throughout the part. And there we are. So, let's clear it up. This is probably one of the best tools to make early as well. I'm glad that they kind of forced to do that. Because not only does it do a 3x3, you can repair it in your inventory. You don't have to have an anvil or anything. And I will be getting those little pieces up here in a minute. I'm just doing the basic trim around, because we're going to have a full chunk here to work with. Nice. So let's go ahead and knock these little pieces out. That way it looks a lot nicer. And now that I've got that part, that way we can make it where it don't lag as much. I do not have the best internet, nor the best computer for this, and I do apologize if I sound a little off with this, with my voice. That's because I'm using older headset, and I'm still trying to get everything adjusted for it. But it seems to be making it where at least I can be heard. So I'll take that as a win for now. And I may actually put an extra layer into this room. That way I don't have to chunk load extra, because you only get so many chunk load spots. You get 25 total. And I try to do everything I can as compacted as I can. Because in a chunk, it goes to build limit to bedrock. And any of the packs that has any form of chunk loading, whether it be FTB or any other mods and stuff. Let's see, build up. That way we got plenty of room here. I know this ain't the most exciting thing to see, but can't get too much earlier games than where I'm at right now with it. So it'll progressively get more exciting at parts, and then our parts be not so much. But I'm gonna do my best to make it where at least it's kind of fun. We do have vein miner or ore excavator, whichever you want to call it by, in here, but it does not work on stone, so can't really do much with that here. But one of the main reasons I wanted to get a room for item storage and stuff, one of the first things I want to try doing soon is getting prepped to do some dungeon crawling. And there's multiple ways to get to different dungeons. A lot of times I like to take and just pick a direction and dig a straight line, because they will spawn randomly. throughout it. Because if you notice, you'll see like an arch, and each arch, it has chances of different types of dungeon, including vaults. You can look up and have vaults spawn close to you. Most time it don't, but it's not unheard of to see it happen. And I won't need cobblestone for a very long time here. That's another reason to do this early, where you need a lot of cobblestone early on for, if nothing else, tools, tool repair, and some crafting parts and such. It's always good. Hey, we got a loot bee. See, you gave me a feather. Leather. Can you give me another chicken egg? Oop, we got coal. Another feathers. Hey, we got another chicken egg. And got another storage. This time we got a barrel. Nice. I will not complain on that. And we got 2 chances at getting a chicken. That's still not good odds, but any odds better than no odd. We've almost got this room cleared out. And I will see if we can't get to a dungeon. I don't know if we're going to do the crawl today on it, but should be able to find one at least. And should have plenty of storage, to be honest, for early game. We have the equivalent of 3 crystal chests. It's pretty good. That's why you should always enable the parts, but eventually, after all of them has been shown and stuff on here, some of the events, it does give me the ability to toggle off. I will be toggling off a couple of really non-essential ones that helps at all. They're more of an inconvenience than anything else. Like, there's one that I think it says it's like there's an earthquake it's about to happen or something like that, and it just drops suspicious sand and gravel, which is good for the early part, but it will eventually get so annoying. And whenever you do automations that picks up items, it will pick up or clog those, so keep that in mind with it. But we've almost got this room squared away. I will apologize in advance for my bad puns. But I do have a real bad tendency to make puns, so just as a heads up with that. I am hoping I can make this fun for everybody. If nothing else, maybe a little knowledgeable for some aspects. I am far from the best one with this. I do take and watch other YouTubers and such with their playthroughs, but I try not to copy what they do. I learn from what they try working on with, like, say, automations, or if they get a fun hint with mechanics that I may not have realized. So I'll adapt some of them. Now, some I will copy to a degree, but I will also try to give credit to the ones that I see it from. if I can remember which like YouTuber and stuff that I saw it from. Like I like this part from Chosen Architect, where he said all you gotta do is dig 3 up, and it should give plenty of space for Enderman. But there's one mob that is a pain still. It spawns from this, and that is a slime, because it will spawn all sizes and they will get out and you have to fight them a little bit. So other than that, it's not too awful bad. And I should probably make a different type of storage drawer for this, because that one's not going to be efficient for what I'm going to be doing with all this cobblestone. But we do have a nice little heart for crafting to make it easier. I'm pretty sure it's here this. Okay, it's the full. Some of them has it the other way, that's why I get confused with it. But since we got a little area here now for this type of stuff, eventually I will make a compacting drawer for this, because you can compact it into I think it's like 5 stages of compressed cobble. Yeah. There's 2, 3. It's 3 times. I know it was a pretty high number with it in thing that I showed the last time, because you have to use a hammer to break the cobble down to gravel, sand, dirt, dust, or I may have got the order mixed up on some of it, but it's basically just that with it. So you can compress the cobblestone for that to make it a lot easier. I'm gonna try to make it where everything's in that one. I'm hoping I got enough room for it, but we'll see. We do not. But that's okay. That's not a whole lot to really worry about. And where I'm moving the stuff anyway. Now it would have retained all the items, but we're getting close. We're getting close to getting all of it in that one. And we're going to take and use a barrel next. And we're going to do just like I did earlier. Everything's going to go over to it. I may take and actually open that chance cube, like dig way out from base, and see what type of shenanigans it does, because some of them can be amazing to have early. Then there's other times it's like, yeah, that was the worst mistake of the day. But we'll see how it does. Then all this will get organized later. It's too early to get everything fully organized with it. As much as I hate saying that, it's a true statement with this. But we have a really good start for it. And I'll try doing one more thing, because this is something I would highly recommend everybody do. Get that. Let's see. I'll make another. Draw it like that real quick. Just because this is something that everybody honestly needs. And we'll put it in the corner, that way it's a little easier to keep up with. Just a simple, old-fashioned chicken pen. I am gonna go get, do I have carpet over here? Do I need to go get some mouse carpet for this? I need to go get some mouse carpet. That's fine. I think this is more important to get going than the dungeon crawling, because chicken eggs, it's kind of hard to come by. But if you throw a chicken egg, you have a chance at a baby chicken. Well, you let that baby chicken grow up, and on that, it produces more eggs. So I'm going to make a little chicken pen to start getting eggs going, because yeah, there's a lot of chickens to make, and I'll show that once I get this pen made, because I'm going to show probably the easiest chicken pen to make for eggs early game. Let's put that there, and it is quite literally that simple. Shift, that there, open, but we'll close it like it, and do the same thing right there. And you now have a chicken pen. That's all it needs. But here's the fun part. We have 2 eggs in a dream of getting a chicken out of one of these eggs. I would highly recommend. You can't make that up. That was the first egg. Well, we have infinite chickens now. That had to have been one of the rarest things I've ever had happen. So, now all I gotta do, I'll probably make another part to put on top. That way I can feed them seeds and stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I did not expect that to happen. Usually you don't get anything and you go through stacks of eggs just to get one chicken. Because the RNG of those is not the best. Now, you don't really have to put that there for them, because they're fine with it. I just want to do that way whenever I step up here I can feed them and I can close it. It's more of an aesthetic thing. But did that mean to double click it? If you do that. Chickens. We have every type of chicken. And they're not that bad. They're honestly not as bad as you would think. Birch chicken. Breed those, you get more chickens. Very self-explanatory. But whenever you go to get like just get pork. You're gonna have to make dyes with that, and yeah. Then you gotta hope for the best again. So, doing this early is going to save so much time. But now I'm going to need to take, and I'll probably put a piece of dark there. I wasn't really planning that, but yeah, I am very random with these. So that's something I should have said way earlier. But we're getting a pretty good start here. Let's go back. Why am I making a stone tower whenever I have a stone tower? And I do have seeds. But we got no loopy. We may luck up and get... Oh, we got quartz. We got copper. Oh, hey, we got another egg. Got coal. Iron. And iron. That was not bad at all. See, I will always leave the bees going. You can't go wrong with letting the bees work their magic. I'm gonna do that. Let me get a piece of dirt. I should have another piece of dirt, I'm assuming here. Do not have a piece of dirt. I can make dirt though, pretty sure. Let's see. Simple hammers. Very simple to make, so 3 of those. That, and let's make a hammer. I could make an iron one, but it's just habit with it. And there we go. There, up there. Do that. And torque it. And not only do we have food, we have seeds. And seeds will come in handy for 1 R factor with these. You can speed up their growth. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix that again. Crap. It's not what I wanted y'all to do. But that's okay. I can get y'all back in there. We have the technology to do this. Put that there. Oh, that does not work there. Again. Showing that. Get in there. Okay, there's one. Go on. Go on. Yeah. That could end bad quickly, but we have all the seeds, and here soon we'll have all the chickens we'll ever want. And can use. I'm gonna try to get that finished. Oh yeah, you can hit the targeting part and just have it where you're right clicking with your mouse and it'll auto harvest. This is going to be a fun trick that I'm going to show later with increasing these seeds, because in order to do chickens you have to increase seeds. So whenever you go to do that, let's see, tier 1 seeds, yeah, I guess so, and iron dust, and then you make that, and then from there they keep going up. Good thing is you can grow these, so keep that in mind. You can grow them, and the goal what you want to get to is a tier 9, because that's how you get all the big in-game chickens. And yeah, this is what I was meaning with unique craftings. You have to make a cuckoo clock. But yeah, we have 1 chicken. To make another chicken, and then we can start breeding chickens. But now we technically have eggs, and this could be going in the background while everything else is being farmed, done. But getting that as early as possible is going to be a godsend on here, because you'll be able to get all the eggs that you want, and like I showed with it, you're going to have to make basically every color egg just to get started with these. So you're going to have to take the time to do that with it, and it's not hard, but at the same time it's unique with it. But once you get these going, these are amazing to have. We have 2 chickens now. Let's see, what's your timer? Okay, so technically I can breed those. I'll back up and be able to breed them. Maybe if I get seeds. There we go. Now, I'm not going to overload this, because we only need like maybe 10-12 chickens in here. And there we go. We have chickens. And it won't be long before we start getting eggs. And then eventually, if we really want to make this go quicker with it, I could make a roost, and long as if I feed it seeds. But I will have to make the first seeds for this. But once I make the first seeds, I don't have to have this set up anymore. So this is just a temporary part, because this block is amazing, but I'm going to have to make soul extractor, which this is another reason why you need eggs. And this is actually a crafting material. That's how you breed chickens, and the extractor. So I'm going to have to make at least 3 of these. So I need more eggs. I have 1. I can get these start going. I mean, I could go ahead and make the extractor, potentially. I should have everything to make the extractor. Let me make sure. What, 1 bone? No, 2. Let's see. Let's see if I can make that real quick. Shouldn't be too hard. Oh yeah, whenever I was talking about the part in here, if I break one of these, see what it has red. This don't have red. Indiment. See if we can get a skeleton. Hey, we got potions. Oh. Oh yeah. Control T. Get to do all the fun parts. This is actually gonna be pretty good. Because I love Apotheosis. Did not expect to get that. I will take that though. Thing I mainly want like early game is finding luck. That way whenever I open chest, I have a chance at finding more of the gear and finding better items. They really want me to have Endermans today. Oh, then. Let's see what we get here. Okay, 1x2. Not a big fan of that, but this is a great way to get early glowstone as well. I was hoping to get a skeleton. Oh, we got blue tier done. Nice. See, what's it give? Okay. It's not bad. Quick way to get armor. Oh, creepers. Hooking up with the... Let's see. I'm not too worried about the small slimes. They can't really hurt you. It's funny that there hasn't been a single skeleton in there. Now I'm just needing one bone. It's like, we was nice, we gave you chickens. You will not get boned. Hey, there's the part that I was talking about with the slimes. And how annoying they can be. Hey, we got a skeleton. Oh, I don't like how it did that. Put that back. We have more than enough bone now. So let's turn this off and That worked out pretty good. Took a little longer than I was expecting, but at least it got done. And do our eggs just yet. But we can put a lot of this crap up. So I am needing 2 bones, 2 bottles. Do I have bottles? Out of all the witches I killed, I didn't get a single bottle. Oh well. I've got some cobblestone. We have the solution for that. Thing mine. Full. Take that into sand. And dirt. Oh, gravel, dirt, and sand, I should say. Put that in there, and let's get some mini coal. Tiny coal, I should say. Wandering trader. You can be good, you may not be good. I have none of which, I mean, if I had 4 diamonds, I would get that. That's worth the 4 diamonds in one way. But I have other ways of getting that. I only need to have 2 bones, it's pretty sure. Let's go ahead and just bookmark that. Yeah, 2 is all I need. So, to get a pitcher plant, you can get that without having to trade for it, because it will grow. That's right, but you can get it just randomly grow. Evidently, it's having a little bit of lag here. It would be nice if it would grow a couple of flowers for us. Also, I know I need to get flowers anyway, because that's how you make dyes. So, this is a good thing to do early on as well. I'm just hoping I can get a pitcher plant, but if I can't, that's fine. Hey, I get that was the plant they needed for one of the other trades. Oh yeah, there is a really cool feature on here. Other flowers that's used to dupe your part. If you plant the said flower, you put a bone meal on it, you dupe it. Just to give a cool little fun hint and trick here. And we're getting a couple of different colors, which is good. And let's attempt. Did not get it this time, but I mean, it'll eventually happen. Let's just put all the flowers and stuff in that one. Well, I had some way of playing that, so we'll go ahead and we'll use that real quick as well. And then I'll probably call it a day on here. Because I think considering all the points it's happened, and well, trying, hey, got enough for it now. Got another other flower, which isn't a bad thing to have. So, I'm going to get the basics started, that way I can show it. Because I think chickens is something that everybody should really jump into as soon as they can with the early parts. I know that the dyes ain't going to be too beneficial early, but if you go ahead and make them, that's how you get every other type of chicken, for the most part. It comes from the foundation of dyes. So, I'm not going to be doing that this episode. But that'll be probably in one of the earlier episodes, because I know that that's a really huge thing to have happen and to get going. But let's get these over here, and oh, glowstone. We have infinite glowstone now. Neat little trick for that. I need bottles. Good thing we have technology for bottles. Pretty simple. So I just need to make it. And we technically have enough to make all three that's needed. At least for, yeah, we have exactly enough to make all three items needed. Go ahead and get some cobblestone. And we'll go ahead and get these 3 eggs. And, well, we just got a 4th egg. Everything's going the right direction. Do that. If you hit shift and move, it'll do all of them at the same time. So, need to do 2 of those. Two of these. Soul extractor. We'll go ahead. We'll put it right here for right now. Okay, next thing I want. Just go ahead and make that. And a bridge. Main things that you need for this. Pretty simple. So I'm going to need to make 2 roofs, so just a bunch of wood needed. I'll show you how to get the basics going, and then we'll worry about making the seeds for breeding on the next episode. Because this should be pretty quick on it. Weirdly enough. 12 might be. Let's go ahead and make a little bit more. My math isn't mathing today. Those. We're good with that now, and I need to take and get a chicken. I get to see the power of the chicken one. You know what? You'll work. and I would rather take and go ahead and make the breeders instead of making the other, because now we have all the means of doing everything for these chickens. Breed chickens, produce the drops from them. Honestly, don't know if oh what I'm pretty sure that don't work on you. Cat. Oh, you're being dumb. Go, okay. That's what I wanted right there. Yeah. One bad side of using trapdoors for this. Tend to always do that with it, but we're gonna check something real quick. Does this actually... No, it has to be the other one. Good to know. And I can release the chicken back to being normal chicken in there. That way we can still get parts. All you do is right click it. Well, shift right click. But yeah, that's the start of them. Once these get to produce a little bit more, we'll start making all the different colored eggs. But I think the first thing I'm going to work on doing is getting better seeds going. Because faster that you go through these, and you can make higher tiers, you see how it gives XP. One of the things that we're going to be making is chicken trainer ladders. That way you can level up your chickens, and if you get them maxed out, each time that they produce any item, it's by stack, not individual. So it comes in very handy with that. But I think that's gonna be it for this one. That's pretty good progress. Got a room dug out. Did a recap on the video that didn't get to get uploaded as my first one. Have a chicken farm going as a start. Got part of the roost going with it. It's a pretty good day. I will not be doing in between episodes type thing unless I'll announce it before I actually do it, on like doing potential of like digging out more rooms or whatnot. That way it don't take really mess with the boredoms and stuff like that, to make it where it's nice fun. But let me know what y'all would like to see me do, and if have any suggestions or anything to take and make the playthrough more fun, or if you want to learn something or you're having a hard time with something, let me know. I'll be more than happy to either answer in the comments or if I'm at the stage in the game where I can actually show it, I will take and just show how to do it in an upcoming video. But hopefully y'all have enjoyed this, and I will talk to y'all in the next one. Take it easy.